friends, welcome to my channel Animated Study. When you buy new computer, you focus on processor, RAM, hard disk and motherboard. But you can understand this all hardware will not work on its own. I mean, to operate the hardware, we need set of instructions, and this set of instructions are referred as software. Software we can't touch or view physically like hardware, but combining hardware and software together makes computer to work for us. So we can say software act as an interface between users and the hardware. Your operating system, compilers, browser, all different kind of apps we are using nowadays on mobile phone are nothing but software. First broad category of software type is known as system software. This type of software provide the basic functionality to operate a computer by interacting directly to hardware. System software knows how to operate and use different hardware components of the computer. It provides services directly to the end user or to some other software. First important system software is operating system. As the name implies, the operating system is a system software that operates the computer. An operating system is the most basic system software without which other software cannot work. The operating system manages other application programs and provide access and security to the users of the system. Operating system manages multiple processes in CPU, memory management, file and device management. Some of the popular operating systems are Windows, Linux, Macintosh, Ubuntu, Fedora, Android, and iOS. System utilities. Software used for maintenance and configurations of the computer system is called system utility. Some system utilities are available with the operating system. For example, disk defragmentation tool, formatting utility, system restore utility, etc. Another set of utilities are those which are not available with the operating system but are required to improve the performance of the system. For example, antivirus software, disk cleaner tool, and disk compression softwares. Device drivers. The purpose of device driver is to ensure proper functioning of a particular device. Common devices attached with computer like processor, RAM, hard disk can be operating with operating system, but everyday new devices and components are being added to the computer system. It is not possible for the operating system alone to operate new devices such as printer, sound and graphic cards. That's why they need to install a device driver which act as an interface between the device and the operating system. Second category of software is programming tools. In order to get some work done by the computer, we need to write instructions or code which applied on the input data to get the desired outcome. Computer languages are developed for writing these instructions or code. We as a human being understand language like English, but computer understand its own language called machine language. Programmers are writing programs in high level languages which is near to English language using words like if, else, while, for, print, scan, list, etc. in the program instructions of the software. But these all instructions are converted into machine code, that is the language what computer understands. So you require translator software for translate these instructions in machine level language. For this purpose, we are using different types of software like programming languages. It is very difficult for a human being to write instructions in a machine code which contains zeros and ones. So different type of computer programming languages are developed to simplify the coding. Two major categories of computer programming languages are low level languages. Low level languages are machine dependent and include machine language and assembly language. Machine language uses zeros and ones to write instructions which are directly understood and executed by the computer. But writing a code in machine language is difficult as one has to remember all operation codes and machine addresses. Also, finding errors in the code written in machine language is difficult. To simplifying the writing the code, assembly language was developed that allowed usage of English like words like add for addition, CMP for compare, and some symbol instead of ones and zeros. But one major drawback of writing code in this language is code written for one type of CPU cannot work for another type of CPU. Other type of programming languages known as high level languages. These types of languages are machine independent and are simpler to write code. Instructions are using English like sentences, and each high level languages follows a set of rules similar to natural languages, what we are using in day to day life. However, these languages are not directly understood by the computer. Hence, translators are needed to translate high-level languages codes into machine language. Example of high-level language include C++, Java, Python, Visual Basic, C Sharp, etc. Other kind of programming tool is language translator. Translator is needed to convert program written in assembly or high level language to machine language. The program code written in assembly or high level language is called source code. The source code is converted by a translator into the machine understandable form called object or machine code. Different translators are needed to convert the source code to machine code. Main three types of translator used in computer system are assembler, compiler, and interpreter. The translator used to convert the code written in assembly language to machine language is called assembler. Each assembler can understand a specific microprocessor instruction set only, and hence the machine code is not portable. We also need translator to convert codes written in the high-level language source code to machine understandable form called machine code for execution by the computer. Compiler converts the source code into machine code. If the code follows all syntactic rules of the language, then it executes by the compiler. Once translated, the compiler is not needed to execute the code again and again. An interpreter translates one line at a time instead of whole program at once like compiler. Interpreter takes one line, convert it into executable code if the line is syntactically correct, and then it's repeat these steps for all lines in the source code. Hence, interpreter is needed every time whenever a source code is to be executed. Program development tools. To write the program instruction, we need a text editor. A editor is a software that allows us to create a text file for our source code. Then an appropriate translator is used to get the object code for execution. In order to simplify the program development, there are software called Integrated Development Environment (IDE) consisting of text editor, building tools, and debugger. A program can be typed, compiled, and debugged from the IDE directly. Besides Python IDLE, PyCharm, NetBeans, Eclipse, Android Studio, Atom, Microsoft Visual Studio are few examples of integrated development environment. Third important category of software is called application software. The system software provide the core functionality of computer system. However, different users need the computer system for different purpose depending upon their requirements. Hence, a new category of software is needed to cater to different requirements of the end users. This specific software that works on top of the system software is termed as a application software. There are normally two categories of application software. First is general purpose software. The application software developed for generic application to cater to a bigger audience in general are called general purpose software. Such ready-made application software can be used by end users as per their requirements. For example, word processor, spreadsheet, and presentation software, Adobe Photoshop, web browser for web surfing, iTunes Media Player, Skype, Adobe Reader, etc. fall in the category of general purpose software. Second is customized software. These type of software that are developed to meet the requirements of specific organization or an individual, considering that they are designed as per special requirements. Some example of user-defined software include websites, school management software, shopping mall software for handling the inventory. For all this type of software, the developer of some application software provide their source code as well as the software freely to the public with an aim to develop and improve further with each other help. Such software is known as free and open source software. For example, the source code of operating system Ubuntu is freely accessible for anyone. More examples of open source software include Python, OpenOffice, Mozilla Firefox, etc. Sometimes software are freely available for use, but source code may not be available. Such software are called freeware. Examples of freeware are Skype and Adobe Reader. When the software to be used has to be purchased from the vendor who has the copyright of software, then it is called proprietary software. Example of proprietary software include Microsoft Windows, Tally, QuickHill, etc. I hope you are clear with all types of software used in different level in the computer. If you like this video, press like, subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for my new video notifications. Thank you for watching.